the World Women Leading Change. It is a great organization that connects so many amazing, talented, and accomplished women that we can support each other and really, truly make the difference in this world. I am Anna Leonti, and my guest today is most accomplished scientist with PhD degree from Ukraine, Odessa, high-level professional that I have an honor and a privilege to work with on her personal brand. And this is how I like to bring my clients here to showcase the work we are doing and the difference that we are making. Olga, hello to you from New York City and
Hello
welcome.
from Odessa.
Yes, yes, your country is Ukraine. Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's a small country.
No, not small. Big country.
Big,
I think that big.
big, big Europe. So, Olga, please tell us what you do. Tell us something about yourself, and then we can continue together to make this a masterclass of value. Because
Yes.
when we worked, it's my mission in life that I'm very happy and proud of, to connect, to do personal branding, which means to connect a person to what he's doing and
Yeah.
communicate this value to the world. Let's see how we did. Olga, please tell us about yourself and what do you do? What is your job, your mission?
Thank you, Anna. I'm Olga Goncharova. I live and work in Odessa. It's a beautiful city in Ukraine, near the Black Sea. And I am a research scientist at Odessa National Polytechnic University, the chair of automobile transport. I work with a lot of students from all over the world because many young people want to work in field of modern cars diagnostics. And I also wrote a popular science book in co-authorship with Vladimir Yezersky about the organization of natural thinking and new forms of communication. And my scientific work is devoted to the problem of transport, information and communication, and also traffic safety on the road. And today, the problem of safety is very important and remains relevant for all countries all over the world and requires attention and improvement. I defined the problem of the modern world as the growing gap between perfection and the rapidly growing capabilities of the technology against the decreasing mental ability of each person. Technology is developing exponentially while human potential is not equally activated. The automobiles are becoming more and more advanced. And what about the human beings? And we humans are not evolving as fast. What's more, our development is getting slower. A paradoxical situation arises. Car control systems are programmed by logic of human thinking. And at the same time, the driver himself is removed from the control to perform a controlling function. And I encourage all people to use their own mental skills, which we all already have by default. And I research the mind of human being, and I also believe that our minds are connected. When Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg received his Harvard diploma, he said that our goal is to create a society where everyone has conditions to make his dream come true. Development of dream as an IT object is required. So our goal is to create a particular environment and conditions where each person is able to create new and innovative idea together in a team of other people, not uniting but connecting in the resonance. And our society has already embodied a Silicon value, and now the task is to create a cognitive value in which the dream is an IT object. In essence, this is a new way of obtaining knowledge when we perceive the other as the whole, rather than looking for some separate qualities in the other that resonate with the already existing one.
Wow, totally.
Yes.
This is truly revolutionary thought in the field of science, that by using our brain and advancing our brain, we can make so much difference in on the planet and improve it, which is
Yes.
so inspiring to meet so many well, people and women who are able to make such difference and create this value. So
Yes.
it's
Very good.
truly an honor, and I can see like the people that I work with in their future when their name is known, they have all the resources. Olga, what would be your dream in future? Because that's how you start working. How do you see yourself in 5 years? What is your inspiration in the professional world that we can easily accomplish with your great potential?
It's very important to dream together. And I have a dream, just like the title of Martin Luther King's most famous speech. And my life goal is to make my country, Ukrainian, the best place for mental and spiritual development for the entire world, and my city, Odessa, a cognitive capital where international conferences on cognitive science will be held on the issues of how we recognize ourselves in the world and the world in ourselves, how we create our reality. Why Odessa? Because Odessa is already the world capital of humor, and humor is the highest mental ability to open up contradictions in the surrounding world and connect the incompatible. This is the essence of thinking. Thinking the unthinkable is thinking.
Very true. I guess humor is famous in the world. And here, the person who is able to use their mental ability and create some humor, which we all
Yes.
are here,
We
I
have
really advanced ability of the brain. Wow. And your dreams are so inspiring. It's so great to live a life of a purpose, to create something, like develop yourself and share that with others. Amazing. And Olga, my question to you before we started the work, why such highly professional as you are need a personal brand? Because the work that I do, that's my mission, is
yes,
to put the light
yes,
on the person who is doing something very significant, something very advanced, and to show the world the best, the most clear, this significant, in very important features of this person. So it can be communicated to the right.
Yes.
So let's talk about this, because I think a lot of people can benefit from this experience. Why do
Yes.
you need, what is personal brand for you? Why you need it? What was before we started working? What?
It's a very good time. It's a very good time in my life when I using personal brand strategy, because personal branding helps me to share my value with the world. And my life has changed so much for the better when I started using personal brand strategy in my life, my career. The results of our work together with Anna were great. My life has transformed, and I even remember English in a few days, and I can speak English to you. And I attracted a lot of new opportunities, met and connected great people who inspire me. And now I'm happy to be here to meet so many beautiful women from all over the world. And I hug each one tenderly. Personal brand is indeed a very useful tool. This strategy is very important, changed my life so much and brought me up to the next level, because I see the results in every sphere of my life. And I am more successful and happier than ever. And I do the work I love and I have a great results. Personal brand can help everyone to express your real self to the world. So you are visible, and I know how to express myself and share my value with the world the right way. And I believe that everything is possible with an effective personal brand strategy. And I'm very grateful to Anna for your high professionalism, gentleness, tact, enthusiasm, humor, and sincere life for people who want to develop. Thank you very much, Anna.
Thank you, Olga. This is like so my heart melts, because this is the reason I live and work, to really knowing that I make the difference. And as we were today, I want to leave the audience something valuable, something they can use to change their life. And
Yes.
topic of our today's meeting and masterclass is the personal brand for career. So we'll specifically concentrate on that, because in the whole population, everyone who is doing something, there are basically three categories of people. They are people who have a career, they're working for the company, or they're doing the research. Then they are entrepreneurs, people who have a business, and they are leaders, world leaders who are in political stage, and they also make a great difference. And personal brand for each category is very different. It depends on who is your audience. Like for the, because we have, I think, very diverse audience here, so each can resonate with something. And of course, for the business owners, your personal brand is for your clients, for your customers, for people who will pay you money. For the leaders, it's the population, it's the world. They inspire the whole nations to change. And
Yes.
the specialists, scientists, or people who are working in an organization, their audience, their personal brand is for their employee, for the head of organization, who can hire them and give them the best environment and resources so they can create. And
Yes.
So this is what we will concentrate on. And is there anything like specific for the career? We can take the questions from the audience, of course,
Yes.
after we discuss more personal brand for the career. But let's just break it down to something very basic. How to start, because I'm getting a lot of questions from people, and a lot of questions are still,
I have
yeah,
some questions to you, Anna. I have
hey,
some questions to you.
let's, yes,
Why is it important to create and develop a personal brand for everyone, no matter what you do?
oh, exactly, that's what we were saying. It's a
Yes.
great question.
Yes.
It is, the personal brand is how the world perceives you. Each person has an impression to other people. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has a particular view. So without the brand, if you're doing nothing, if it just happens very unintentionally, no strategy, then your personal brand will still grow, but it will be very confusing to people. Nobody will see your value. And no matter what you do, there's someone else in the world doing similar things. So you are competing at the same category. Either you are a specialist competing with other specialists, and or your business, you want to grow your business and be better than your competitors, you're competing with other leaders. So you strive, each of us, and I believe it's the purpose to become number one in the world, to be the best. Because in this world, not that many people are doing something very significant. You can live an average life, or you can make a difference and make your dreams come true. It's both very advanced life, spiritually, materially. You attract more resources, and you attract more people like you, your partners, your colleagues. See this, your personal brand now attracted you to this conference, that people can see your value, they can understand who you are, and they can connect with you both professionally and also personally, because personal brand is also a person, which each of us, each woman especially, has a personality, only one in the world, very, very unique, and there's no one like you. And people want to connect with you, not with just everyone, because no one can do the work or be who you are. You have something in your view, your energy, your life experience. Everything you do is really amazing. And when you want to upgrade your life, then you do need a strategy. You put it strategically, because there's two ways to react when you're reacting at something, which does not really go anywhere. Basically, you're doing the same thing over and over again, and 5 years pass, you were 5 years older, nothing else happens. Or you can transform your life completely and be the different person. The choice is yours. I would not say that everyone must have a personal brand. It is always a choice, but people who come to me and we work together, I am amazed at the difference in their life. They all wish only one thing. I wish I started 5 years ago. I wish I started 10 years ago. Because if we do what we do, if we started earlier, now I would be so much more happier, advanced. So always I say better later than never. But it's always very good to start always thinking. And evaluating, making an audit where you are, and everyone who has a connection to internet can Google your name to see what happens.
Yes.
Comes, is it
Yes.
random photos, is it even you? See like your social media page, because
Yes.
this is the impression, the first impression that often happens online. The way that
It's
we
very
can,
great work.
yes,
It's great
absolutely.
work.
Yes, very much agree. And then the personal brand, it people can see it like in two ways, online now or in offline. Before the
Yes.
internet, still was a personal branding. It just was a lot about the conferences, a lot about
Yes.
personal meetings, and everything else that we were the people we met in person. And now imagine, I'm in New York, Olga is in Ukraine. We have people from African countries, from Indonesia,
From
from
every
so many people in
road
the world. And we are
all
here
over the
in
world.
one place, talking, connecting, and communicating. So you can expand. And what I always like to ask my clients, I don't know if we talked about this.
Yes. Yes,
Imagine,
Anna. And
yeah.
what are the latest and the most current trends in personal brand strategy that are the best for this year, 2021?
Well, this is a very interesting year because we're still in a global pandemic for some countries, and also for some countries like United States, it's really number one now for like the people who are vaccinated. The restrictions are lifted. There's no limitations. Everyone can now go back to living their life in person. So, but what we all have in common that we are connected to the global network, internet. So we all be
Yes.
here. And this is the biggest trend. What I put especially a big emphasis on personal brand in 2021 is your online presentation. What is your logo? I mean, your photo. Does it resonate? Does it really convey who you are? What about the description? What impression people have? So if you have a website, uh, can anyone just look for 3 seconds on the website or in your page, just like open the computer, look for 3 seconds? Can they understand what are you doing? Is it clear to them? Or is just a total mess of random photos? Is it too much when you're putting on your Instagram or on Facebook? Is it something that really reflects your value, or it's just like everybody else? When you have a birthday party, then you create an album. When you go on a trip, you create an album. So if people are confusing their personal photo album that we share with family and friends to the world, this is their responsibility, how they will be perceived, what people will think about them, if they can see their value, what kind of personal brand you have. And also now the world, everything is happening faster in the world, the technology, and we can achieve better, greater results faster, which means that we need to set even bigger goals for the future, what we can achieve. Even though it takes time, the personal branding usually takes from 3 to 9 months to build, with a lot of work, with my guidance, but people are still working very hard because it's your brand. But
Yes.
in 2021, I would recommend everyone to imagine, let's do like the practical exercise. When you
Yes.
imagine that to 5 years from now, it's
We
here.
have new opportunities, very many opportunities, but we can't to use it for our work. Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes, but then what can you do? Like imagine it is a year 2026, July, 5 years from now. Like
Yes.
imagine that we're in
Okay.
a time machine and
Okay.
you are at the dinner party in a big, nice place. All the huge, great residents, very accomplished guests are there, and you don't know anybody, and everybody, they don't know you. So you only know one person, the hostess. The
Yes.
you think about how do you want to be introduced then? What do you want people to know about you? Where you will be? How do you want to be presented? Because you're
Yes.
presented to the audience, and you need
Yes.
to like, really
Yes.
think what do you want? What if how that will happen? That all these
Yes.
guests, they know nothing about you, but by looking at you, like imagine we all have like offline events back then. Imagine they look at you. Can that resonate? If you saying you have like your one of your
Yes.
maybe is a healthy lifestyle. Do you look healthy? Do you resonate this value? Can you talk about your accomplishment in your professional field? Can you share the value with other people? Who you will be? What kind of person? Even what you wear? What you will look like? What you will be talking about with this very accomplished guest? Imagine
Yes.
you're like in a palace.
Yes.
So that's the
Okay. Thank
trend
you.
to
Thank
like
you.
really,
I will use this
yeah.
information.
Okay.
Thank you. I will learning. And I want to ask next question.
Okay.
Is personal brand only for young people or everyone, even after 40 years old, can use and benefit creating personal brand strategy?
Wow, I think that is a really great question. My favorite, because I love working with people of all age category, especially with the people over 40 years old, because by that time they're more accomplished. They lived life creating experiences. They have a lot of value, because this time when the young teenage girls they know nothing about the world and they're like Instagram influencers, when they build their personal brand based on just this glamour and all this in many ways fake like environment that they create, this is a very short trend. It will pass because there's really no value. People do
Yes.
really like hilarious things. Like they go
Yes.
to the group of young girls. They go to the very nice, very expensive five-star hotel. They get the book the room for one night, and they split the cost for like 40 people. So each can take a photos and creating that I'm like I live here. All these trends are left behind in like early 21st century. Now it's the time for the professionals who are
Yes.
usually over 40, but it's never too early to start. They have education, they have great experience in the world. They're still very young and active, and it's a lot of it. It's my job to write the correct the biography that can resonate with people. They have a purpose in their life. They have a value. I need to see this value. If it is a business, like a company, how can you increase your revenue many times over by um, communicating your personality, make it attractive so the people will choose you. If you are in science, if you are a research
Yes.
scientist, then
Yes.
your accomplishments, your works, your rewards, discoveries, books, everything should be visible, because nobody can, unfortunately, if they don't know you personally, they cannot believe you. So that is all real. That is why it's like a solid facts that there. Because if you go to the doctor, you see the professional degrees there on the wall.
Yeah.
You go to the lawyer, they have a Harvard diploma. If you go to any professional, usually when they present you the book that they wrote, it's the highest level of trust, because like, wow, now it's just not the person he's like talking. And
Yes.
really value, because you cannot just say to the world, I'm a brain surgeon, I can, or I'm a pilot, or this requires a lot of skills, because nobody will believe you. And with people getting older, I think their true personality evolve. It's no longer about just like a surface appearance, but the energy, because with personal brand, you attract the opportunities.
Yes.
So, and
Yes.
it makes
Yes.
you also very unique, because younger, the children, the teenagers, they often look the same to me anyway. So when you go to like Instagram influencers, they use the
Yeah.
same plastic surgeon, same hair color, same makeup, everything's the same. This is not the personal brand. It's like the army where everyone are trying to copy each other and there's no value. Later in life, you realize, hopefully, because I believe that we're all evolving, that your value, your personality becomes more important than
Thank you.
how you look, right?
Thank
So
you. Yes.
the question that
The
I think,
question, yes, yes. Once
especially
more, once
over
more.
40,
What is
okay.
the difference? What is the difference, Anna, in personal brand between a man and a woman?
Oh yeah, great. Well, yes. Well, I think in the physical world, there is a difference, the way we look, and it's our energy and the way we perform. I work with both men and women, and when I work with men, usually it's the energy. If man is accomplished, it's all about being the champion, number one. I need to crush my goals, need to prove this
Yes.
to them. I need to
Yes.
become a millionaire, billionaire. I need to build this company. I need to accomplish that. Men are great leaders,
Leaders.
but
Yes.
there's something man cannot do what a woman, because it's still very limited. What men, it's harder for them
Nature.
to
The
do.
nature.
Yes, I mean, it's a great nature. It's a really, really amazing. And I'm so proud to be working with one of really the most accomplished men, on the global stage. But women, we have a sisterhood. We do not compete, because women, most women, they are mothers. So it's caring, it's nurturing. Physically, we cannot do what men does, or like no sleep, hard work all day. It's exhausting, because women also the homemaker. She needs time to recharge, to recover, to make yourself beautiful and healthy, and also be the source of energy for the family, for children. So in a lot of ways, it feels like, oh, women, they cannot compete with men, because, well, you need to cook the dinner, you need to prepare so many other things. And it seems this way. But then I was thinking deeper about it, and I discovered that we have more advantage, because women are more, we have more empathy. In some ways, women are better leaders because they share. It's not selfish. We're more giving. It's softer. It's more beautiful in many ways, because we like the colors, we like the description. So when I create the personal brand strategy for men, usually it's a lot of words, action, done, completed, numbers. With women is all about this attraction, So the woman is like a flower when she's doing something very attractive. It's soft, and people want to be like friends with her. They want to invite her to things. They want to share things with her. And it's definitely is a lot of ways you can describe yourself with adjectives. I am
Yes, thank you.
it's just beautiful, but happy, because the women, we inspire others. And the best results we achieve when we are doing what we love. And I think this is the love is a very important component. You have to love what you do. Women create. It's doing out of the inner energy where you can just truly connect with yourself. We need time for that, to connect, to meditate. And then we know what is right for us. It's like a sixth sense, like the intuition. We feel deeper, and we cannot connect with just everyone. We're more selective. There's a reason that we are can connect and we can resonate with some people, with others we don't. So this is I think this is the difference in creating this energy. Of course, like the more the photo, so women, I would say, love, happiness, connection, intuition, the key components. And then when you apply the strategy, then when you create your mission, and then the tone of the brand, and then your ways of communicating, expanding, it can also be different. But of course, each client is different. They're women leaders. So when I work, like give my feedback to some particular case, then it's more clear. But in general, it's like this. Did I answer your question?
Yes. And my personal question, how do you see, Anna, a personal brand of women in science?
Just like you, like Olga.
Just like you. For me, recommendation. For me.
I'm very, very happy how it's all, well, because if you remember how we started, that was very interesting. And I usually, when we start working, I say, just remember this moment. No, because it's the evolution. A woman in science is an advanced category of women, because not only you can be feminine and healthy and beautiful and accomplished, but you also use your brain to the full potential to attract great opportunities, to make discoveries in scientific world, to write a book. And this is a really great combination when you are sharp in your mind. So these women usually are very young in their energy. They're very, I think, truly just very attractive, because they're active. They're not just sitting and waiting things to happen. They constantly evolve. They read a lot. They learn a lot, study a lot, so it is visible. So these women are very deep in their personality, and it's great to have very interesting, inspiring conversations with them, because they have a lot to share. And when you know them better, it's one of my goals was to create a very attractive personality, so more people can come to you, and create an abundance of opportunities, so you can choose who you want to connect with. Because as a result of our work, usually there are a lot of offers. People say, oh, this is so interesting. I want to connect with this woman. I want to know her better. I want to work with her. I want to invite her. And then at some point, there are so many opportunities like this. So you started thinking, oh, I cannot work with everyone. I don't want to work with everyone. I don't want to say yes to everything. So I can select what's right for me. So the woman scientist, this is important to have a polished biography, to have your degrees and your all rewards and all the papers. It is important to also have some videos when you say about your work. You have a published book, which is incredibly important. You have your presentation that you're ready to like share with the world, and you have your speeches, and you have results of your work. You accomplished this and this. But because it's a woman scientist, the brand it's also is very as a woman who is also beautiful, also polished, also have a sense of style. They
Yes.
always think about the special colors that you wear. It's not like multiple, but specific colors. The image is also very important because the professional image is something that people can resonate with you. They trust you. So basically you need to demonstrate three components, three things. They know you, who you are. They trust you, that your experience should be visible, should not be random, and they like you. So they're attracted
Yes.
to you. And also, besides all the scientific work that you're doing, can you tell us more about where the place you live, Odessa, the Black Sea, the sunrise, sunset, the beach? So what do you
Yes.
like to do when you're not doing research and you're not?
I like uh, to go to the beach, and I
Mhm.
like sunrises.
Yeah.
I like for,
Yes, I mean the beach there. What time do you
the
like to
beach.
go to the beach?
At time at the sunrise, I go to the beach inside sunrise for see sunrise because it's a very beautiful
Wow.
beautiful things, and very
Wow.
nice for me, and I like it very much. And I live near the near the sea, and I can to go in
Mm,
in in sunrise.
yeah.
I can, and
Wow.
I'm very glad.
This is a true thing. And if
And I
anyone,
like swimming very much. I like swimming, and 2 hours I can swimming 2 hours, 2 hours in the sea, and
Mhm.
it's very good for my health, and I feel myself very nice and very good. Everything,
It
every
is such
uh,
an amazing personality that you have, because personal brand, even of a scientist, is about the person also.
yes,
And the way you're talking about the sunrise and the beach, the sea in the morning, it's so inspiring. So all this, a big part of a personality, makes you very special. But at the same time, you can also be the scientist. So you can
yes,
also connect the things, both part of your personality, which is so important when you like present yourself to the world, when you can talk about things, because just only be a professional accomplished woman, in my view, it's a bit boring. It's something that is not so interesting, and a lot of people would just think it's like it's kind of stiff. You should be only in your like research institute doing research, but it's so important to show life and your
yes.
feminine side, your beautiful side. See, these things, they do not contradict. You can easily do this at the same time, right?
Okay, okay,
Yes.
yes.
Well, things
Balance.
that people don't realize, it's like then things that they do are contradicting. It's like when you are a nutritionist and your favorite activity is partying, or like eating because everything that is delicious. So it is different. But wow, this is really great. For each professional, it's possible to create a very attractive personal brand. I'm just glad that we can
Yes.
that and communicate it on like very specific case. That's why it's really great. Great. Any more questions maybe from the audience? Because I have questions for you. We can talk more because we have like maybe another 10 minutes. So
Okay.
if anyone in the audience, so now there's a chance, if anyone want to ask a specific, because I am a personal brand strategist, but I'm not your personal brand strategist. I
Oh,
only work.
yeah.
So
Yes.
if it is something that you want to ask specifically, now it's your time. Otherwise, you can raise your hand and I can answer your specific question. Otherwise, we can continue talking and there's more that I can share. Olga, is there anything else that you want to also like to find out, to ask and personal brand?
I thank you to all. I'm grateful for inviting at this conference, and uh, I'm very
Grateful. Yes, I mean it's happy.
grateful and we're grateful and happy to take part in this conference, and I want to organize such a conference in my city, Odessa, as a cognitive capital of the world.
Wow, I'm sure that will definitely happen. And I think I see that in the future. For the next 5 years, we will all
Yes.
be Odessa, and many women from so many different countries, they can support each other and share your value. And most importantly, Olga, thank you so much for your time to be here, because it's I know you have so much a busy schedule and you have so much to do, and you chose to be here and to share this particular case, how personal branding can affect the career, because we have a lot of women in career who want to advance and to grow, and in the right environment you can definitely do that. You just want to make sure that people know your value. And the big mistake that people are making, from my experience, and they come to me and they complain, oh, I do so much, I work so hard, I spend so many hours, and my boss does not see my value, so I'm still at the same place. And it's very important to take responsibility for that to happen, to see what I can do. If nobody can see my value, maybe I'm not showing you that. You can invite people to look at your your social media page, if what they think, what you do, how clearly you can explain what difference you make, because in this world it is this great specialists are in such a great demand that they have all the power to choose who they want to work with, what kind of money they want to make, what kind of lifestyle they want to have, because not many people are greatest, advanced, and number one in the world. People really are competing for great specialists to work for them. And if you are that specialist, then you absolutely have to have a personal brand to show that. Because when you're not visible and nobody can see you, what you're doing, it's like you don't exist, unfortunately. And someone who may be less accomplished, maybe someone who works less, who is not as good as you are, they can take all the benefits from you, which I think is very unfair in this world. So You need both. You need to constantly be advancing as a specialist. And this is a really great place to start, because if you do not have any skills that you can monetize and share, you don't have any accomplishment, then it's a good time for you to start seeing what's your level of expertise. How can you advance that? You need to take more courses, maybe get some more classes in education, or concentrate on work. So it's not just about like personal branding, that it can do everything for you. To be honest, you need both. You need to have a value. So, and that is why I cannot work with just everyone, because some people come to me, and this is a really important warning, that I mean, I cannot work with just any person. They come to me and make me famous, make me great, make my life better. I can polish the person's career, personality like a diamond, to make this more distinct, more clear. And this is a lot of work we do together, but the value should be there on the first place. The value of what you know, what you like, what is the difference between you and everyone in the world.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's not the miracle, but personal branding is the tool. It's an instrument. It's the machine. It just can get you faster from one place to another. If you have a very ambitious goal, then nothing can stop you to achieve it. It's just with personal brand, it will be faster. And if you're more strategic about what you want, if you're not just reactive, but you're building something, more people will be able to help you, because they will see very clearly what you are about, what is why you're number one. And also, it's very important when somebody needs something. They need a great speaker at the conference. They need, they have fun to offer to the scientists, or in a business environment when they think, oh, this is like, let's say, this is like who is in like a fashion designer. And when your name pops up, that means that you're accomplished. That means that your personal brand is really in action. Because when we think about some great personalities, some journalists, like Oprah Winfrey, Madonna, there's certain image, there's certain reaction, when people resonate. It's like something like a wave emotion. And when you can create this emotion, it's absolute, it's like magic happens. When you are able to change something with your presence, and people can connect. It's like in a radio, like a radio waves. And also, this is also a very big mistake, that people are thinking that personal brand, that means everybody will like me and I will be so great, everyone will be so happy. Actually, no. And this is maybe if I want to finish on the higher like note on the value, that personal brand is actually, most people will not like you. People think you're strange. You're not for them. Some people will stop talking to you. It's also the process that I always give like more like warning in advance. Be ready for transformation. Transformation is not easy and automatic, which means that most people will turn their heads from you. But those few, like a smaller group of people, they will become your fans. They will do everything for you, and they will bring it to the next level. So personal brand is not about the numbers, the followers, the groups of people they like you. No, it's about your people, this group of people that are your fans, they connect with you and they will transform you. So it's not never about huge crowds. It's about the very particular people who can offer you the opportunities of a lifetime, and there will be so much more, so much greater than you can get from millions of followers, if it makes sense.
Yes, it's great.
Yes, so I think we always talked for the entire hour now, so no time, unfortunately, for more questions. But you can always connect with us with Olga on social media. And now I recently am restarting my old YouTube channels where I want to share more values, more tips. So you can find me on YouTube, subscribe, and expect more of the value on personal branding. And you can find me, Anna Leonti, and my company, World Brand Company, on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook. You can connect. I also have regular talks on Clubhouse, so we can connect there. So who needs it? Again, I don't work with everyone, but who really, really needs it, then it's there. There's a tool is there, and it's up to you. You can use it and advance your life or be who you are. Just make sure you're happy.
Thank you very much, Anna.
We're ending perfectly. Olga, a great thank you for being here. You are wonderful and you're amazing. Hopefully it's not the last time you're here. And well, the more next time we'll talk about more accomplishments. Thank you so much. And I thank you, all the audience, from all these amazing women. Thank you for listening, being with us. Truly, truly grateful. And I wish you have a wonderful end of your day. And hopefully your next part of life will be totally transformed. Oh, thank you so much. It was like nice to bring back some heart. Thank you very much. All the very best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Once I am back, when everybody's still here, what we do at the very end, and I think it would be very, very important for us to close this meeting on a high note, is we have a very special song that is so inspiring. This song is dedicated to all women from World Women Leading Change, from all the continents. And if Nadia, it's possible to play the song, let's do this now, so we can all admire all the value that we have. And thank you very much. So Nadia, if you can play it, let's do that. Mm-hmm.
We are the woman leading change, leading change. We are the woman leading change, leading change. We are the woman leading change, leading change. We are the woman leading change for our people, for our countries, for everyone in the world. Love, peace, needed in this world. Endurance, needed in this world. Forgiveness, needed in this world. Unity, needed in this world. Yes, African woman leading change. Antarctican woman leading change. Yes, Asia woman leading change. Yes, Australia woman leading change. Yes, Europe woman leading change. Yes, North America, yes, South America, woman leading change. Kalerato fella, Kalerato fella, woman leading change. Kalitabo fella, Kalitabo fella, woman leading change. Gotando pella, Gotando pella, woman leading change. Yes, Indonesia. Yes, Ayla. Yes, Ayla. Woman leading change. Yes, Indonesia. We thank you, world woman leading change.